Hi, this is Darlene from Darlene's Junk Journals and More. Today is day 5 of the collaboration for the fall collaboration of Dearjuliejulie and Cara Brandon for 2021. And we have a great lot of images to work with today. Before you, this is the page that we were given from Dearjuliejulie. It's got the lottery page and a beautiful card front and some old stamps, butterflies, mushroom, Will's cigarettes. The other half of How to Tell Toad and Mushroom. We have the front of that in the previous days. That's the back of it. And this beautiful image of this owl, and these other images, and the pond extract card. And then from Cara Brandon, we have these images of journal card and a pocket and another pocket and some photo records and tags and tickets and numbers and some fall words. So we've got a lot to work with today, and I'm going to have you just come along with me. I've started some stuff, but I haven't finished it. And I wish I could be talking to you to get some inspiration, because I'm running a little bit behind here, and I just want to get this done. So I've started by putting these butterfly as a little side tuck on this tag of Cara Brandon's. I just did this on copy paper, but I think it's going to be good for where it's going in my journal. Or I'm going to move this. Where it's going in my folio. Sorry, when I get a loss for words, I'm saying and when I listened to myself yesterday when my friend was over, we were watching my videos, and I said to her, count how many times I say we lost track. Yeah, it's pretty embarrassing. It's almost like a stutter for me, I think. It's pretty bad, but it's kind of, I don't know if it's habit or just nervousness or what, but it's something I try to break, but it's really hard. And it seems to be the more stress I'm under, the worse it gets. So I'm just looking for something I can put in here. That would look rather cute. I think I'll do that. Yeah. Let's just do that. So I hope you're all having a good day and that you've enjoyed the collab so far. I know I sure have. I've really enjoyed doing the folio, and I never knew folios could be so much fun. I would love to do another one. This one is very scrapbook paper intensive. Didn't have to be, but I've made it so it's ended up with a lot of scrapbook paper. Okay, so we've got all these little different things from the. So how about if we go with that? And one of the Okay, so we've got this from Cara. What's we got here from Cara? Photo record. Let's try that. So, but the folio, I'm still working on it. I've still got some more things to finish to get it ready for tomorrow's reveal, and I'll be doing that tonight. And hopefully can get it uploaded in time. I think I can. Hopefully. But it's been a very fun collab. I haven't got seeing what very many people have done because I've been so busy just trying to get mine uploaded. But I am going to go back now that I've got mine kind of finished and see what everybody else has been working on. I've seen what Julie's been doing because I've been moderating, but she's about the only one. And I think I've seen one of Marcy's, and I've seen day one of Handmade by Gardenia, but I haven't got commenting on hers because I was on either one of those because I was watching them on my TV rather than on my computer. And I've picked up a few new subscribers, so welcome. Glad to have you. I'm gradually working towards getting my 100 subscribers. I haven't done that very many videos, so I'm really happy that people are coming on board and like what they see. I've had some health issues that make it hard sometimes for me to videotape too much, but I enjoy it when I can, and when my camera works and doesn't go too crazy on me. Okay, so I think I'm just going to glue these up here. But I really enjoy watching what other people have done through the collabs, and we've got such fabulous artists out there. It just amazes me what people come up with. Such imagination. Just amazing. Let's go with a word here. Let's put this right across the bottom. Just going to clean it up a bit. So it is, I'm recording this on Saturday, and it's a gorgeous, gorgeous sunny fall day here. I'm in BC, Canada, the Okanagan Valley, and it's just a gorgeous fall day. No smoke, no haze, or just beautiful, beautiful day. I'm right down by the water, and I can hear boats out on the water. So I think that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. So that'll be good, and that's a nice place to journal. Okay, so we'll set that aside. Okay, so this sketch check is just basically a little tuck spot there, and then on the back it's a little pocket. So what do we want to do with this? Okay, these are Cara. This is Cara Brandon's pages printed in wallet size. Excuse me. I think these are all too big. Okay, so moving right along, let's see what we have here. So we haven't had any more excitement on our roof. I don't know if that ever made it to the video or not, but a few nights ago we'd had some sort of noise on our roof that we never found out what it was. We don't know if it was raccoons or what it was, but it was very, very loud. If I'd been asleep at the time, it would have woke me up for sure. Sounded like a herd of elephants. But we haven't heard any more. So that's good. We still hear critters on the roof, but not the loud ones. So. How beautiful the leaves grow old, how full of light and color are their last days. Well, I think that's perfect. So if it looks like I'm gluing funny or looks like I'm going the wrong way or something, it's because I'm left-handed. Everybody, when I see people gluing with their right hand, to me it looks weird. So that's why I figured if it looks weird to you, it's probably because that's probably why. Let's do one of these. I keep bugging my husband to get his stamps out of the shed. He was a stamp collector, and he's probably got lots of them out there that I could be using, but no, I don't want the covering the words. There we go. Okay, so that kind of finishes that off, I think. I probably should have done some stickles or something to that, but with my asthma being the way it is right now, I don't want to use the nail polish right now. I'll probably go back and use it, but I can't do that while I'm recording because in order to do that, I would have to have the fans on and the window open, and that's very loud. So I will leave that to do, but I'm going to cut this very top part off here. Okay, so what are we going to put across the top here? This cute little fox. I'm trying to remember where I got this from. I can't remember. Might be My Porch Prince, but I'm not sure. It's somebody that does a lot of those kind of images. I know that. Oh, I got some beautiful, beautiful animal images the other day from Mixed Media, Minnesota. It's the first time I'd ever ordered anything. But they're actual, like, photographs of animals. Very beautiful. They're all fall pictures. That's what I was looking for. I want to add some of the foxes to this one. I'll do that. They'll be in the final reveal. Okay, so there's that fox there. Then I could do this little one running away somewhere else. We don't see many foxes around here. We see lots of deer and raccoons and cougars sometimes. And apparently there was a, what was that, badger? There was one that there was only like 50 or something in the province the other day. And it got killed on the highway. It had been running down the highway after the fires. I'll have to look back and see what it was. It was quite something. He's checking out the check. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave that at that. You guys are probably screaming, no, you need to do this. But I think that's good. Okay, and this one I had started. It's that same card. But this one's on cardstock, and I had taken the part of the little pocket from Cara and added the autumn leaves and pumpkin please sticker, and added Julie's owl to it and made a little pocket. And so that's that, and we need to decide what we're going to add to it, or what I'm going to add to it. These ones. Now, do I want to add it as a square like that, or do I want to add it? I love mushrooms. There's something apparently I'm not supposed to be eating a lot of, but I love them. So my friend that was here last night, when we were watching the movies, pointed out that in my earlier videos from last spring, my hands were really swollen, which I hadn't even noticed. and that that the swelling had went down since I was on the new medication for thyroid. So I guess it seems to be helping. It seems to be helping my legs a whole lot, so that's good. So I'm just glad that they found it. It'd be nice if it helps with the weight, because they've been saying for years it wasn't my thyroid, and yet when I look at the symptoms for Hashimoto's, I've got all the symptoms. But when I talked to my doctor about it, he said that even if it is Hashimoto's, which he's testing me for now, he said he wouldn't do anything different than what he's already doing, because he's already started the treatment that they would already do if it was Hashimoto's. So he, but, you know, when I look at the symptoms, I'm going like, you know, I had every symptom for years, and yet my levels for thyroid were showing up normal, you know. And yet I've had those symptoms for as long as they've been diagnosing me for fibromyalgia. But my other doctor, before he retired, he had told us, and he told my mom, he said, yeah, it's fibromyalgia till we find out what it really is, because he didn't believe it was fibromyalgia. Because when I first was diagnosed, it hit my hands. And he said, I've never heard anybody that had fibromyalgia that hit my hands like it hit me. My hands swelled up, and I got to the point where I couldn't even move my hands to hold a pencil. And he said, I've never seen anybody that was their first symptom. So, and that was back in 95. So, and it's taken this long for the thyroid to even show up with anything being wrong. So I maintain that there are people that the levels that they say are normal for thyroid don't apply. Okay, well, I don't know. That probably could have had a darker color under it so it would show up more, but I think that's pretty good. I like it. It's pretty eclectic, but you got this little mini fox looking out. I don't even know if you can even see him in there. It's pretty tiny. But yeah, so anyway, enough about my health problems. So, and this one, did I already use that one? No, I haven't. Okay. So, just gonna find some cardstock here. But, this is pretty. Types of pumpkin. So do you like pumpkin pie? Seems to be one of those things that people either like or they hate. We always had pumpkin pie. Apple was my dad's favorite, but pumpkin my mom really liked. So we usually had both sometime between. Sometimes we'd have both at Christmas and sometimes. And of course, being in Canada, our Thanksgiving is in October. So our holidays start earlier. But, okay, so let's get going here. I don't think I'm going to make that a pocket because I got quite a few pockets. And I just mainly need it as a journaling card, so I'm just going to glue it down. I could be using double-sided tape for this, but being as glue is faster right now, I'll just glue it. But, oops, I forgot to, you all knew that. I forgot to ink my edges on that piece, which is very easy to do when you're talking. You all know that. I'm finding it hard to focus. It's getting close to, I find I'm not diabetic. I tend to lead almost the other way, where I'm hypoglycemic, and if I don't have a regular snack at a regular time, my head gets kind of foggy. So I'm just going to ink this like this. You don't need to tell anybody. It's not really going to show up that much anyway against this wheat. So, yeah. So what to talk about? Well, Michelle was on here, left a text message on a comment on here the other day that her printing hadn't turned out. I want to tell you, Michelle, that has happened more than enough times with me. But I wouldn't let it bother you because there's a lot of things you can do with misprints. One of the things I like to do with them is turning them into Frankenpage, because you can do so much with Frankenpages, or collages, or whatever you want to call them. But and you can do collages onto book pages. You can do them onto anything. And if you need a 12 by 12, I think it's what is her YouTube name? I can't think of her name. I'll have to put a link down below, I think. I can't think of her name. There's one of the girls that comes into our group every so often that I've watched a few of her videos, and she does one where she starts with a smaller book page, and it's all in the way that you fold it. To join them, you can make them whatever size you need. So you could easily make, if you had four book pages that are only 6 by 6 or 6 by 8, you could easily join them all together and make your 12 by 12 or whatever you need. So it's not hard to do. But yeah, a lot of times when we're, especially when we need, it seems like when you really need your printer to print something, then it seems to goof it up. I know I end up with a lot of lilac colored paper because I run out of yellow and I'm not in there when it's printing. Okay, so you've got these cute little squirrels down here. They're so tiny under this humongous mushroom and this worm that's down there under the grass. This actually kind of reminds me of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids because they're so tiny. Yeah, so anyway, but yeah, I'm one of those crafters that I started out with just very little. I've got so much now. I've had so much given to me. Last night I had a boatload given to me from my friend. Her sister was moving away and gave her a whole bunch of stuff to pass on to me. So I ended up with some really good punches and paper and you name it. So blessed. I just wish people lived closer so I could pass stuff on. We don't have Greyhound to send it anymore. Greyhound Canada's gone. So that's the sad part. Okay, so bottom. Okay. So now what else do we want to do? We've got thinking maybe this will be somewhere where it needs to be pulled out. So maybe what we can do is do a photo record thing here. Because I'm going to have a few places where stuff has to be. So I've got some pockets where stuff is kind of hidden, so it might be good to have some tags where stuff is kind of coming out. Being that these ones, seeing as I have more than one of, I can use them back to back. And then after this, I think we'll call it a day because I'm starting to lose my voice. I can feel it starting to wedge. And then if I do any more, I can just show you in the final reveal what I did. Okay, so I'll just put that right like that. I think I'm going to staple it on this side and then I'll glue it on the other side. And that way it'll give it an added look on this side. But with it being glued on that side, it will be covering my staples. Oops. So, and then on Monday, the 27th, the Julie's Patreons, which I am one, we get to find out more about what's coming up next month for the October challenge. So I'm looking forward to that because I've just about got my September done. All I've got to do to finish it is to finish the cover. Everything else is done. I was hoping to get it done before I started this one, because I started this 10 days before the challenge actually started, to get the folio started, and even then I didn't have much of the folio done by the time, because I spent so much time making stuff ready. Okay, so that's that, and let's put some little stuff on here. Let's go with this and that, and maybe one of these numbers from Cara. Yeah, that'll work. So but we've had a lot of airplanes going over. When all of this mess started, we hardly had any, but now they're pretty well back to normal routine, I think. Pretty close anyhow. I think I'm going to put some on the back side here too, seeing as we can, because we can. So where you live, do you call it autumn or do you call it fall? Or do you go back and forth like I do? I sometimes call it fall and sometimes call it autumn. The season, I mean. Okay. There we go. And I think I'm going to add that too, just because I can. Okay, and I think that's where I'm going to call it a day. So we've got a couple more pieces there we can use, but this is what we made, or I made. So this is too wide to go in there, so I'll be making a narrower one, but we've got this little guest check with the little pocket, and we've got this little tag with the pocket. Can you tell I like pockets? And this journaling card with a little tab, and this little card with a little tuck spot. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope it recorded. And we will see you for the final reveal of the journal. I mean the folio. So take care. Bye now.